Welcome back to another Good Timen tools. Just finished up a video changing the steering stem bushing. In case you want to go see that, it's just it should be the video before this one. Today is something simple. It's just going through and doing just about a full service. I'm gonna take the airbox off, clean that. Shouldn't need to do the carburetor if she starts falling. Shouldn't need to touch that. But I'm going to be doing all the oils, the plug, airbox, air filter. I don't have the air filter with me now, but it will be getting changed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. Now, one thing is, I did start it up a little bit, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some of this in there. Now, you don't need much. I'm gonna put it in there, let it run 5-10 minutes, however much it takes, and then I'm gonna flush the oil, let it all drain out. One, with it warm, to where all the oil will want to come rushing out, want to come out the motor itself. This right here would help break down any gunk or sludge that may be built up in the motor. It'll just help out whenever you're putting fresh oil. You don't want to put fresh oil and still have, the nasty oil still in there. It just contaminates your new oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to it and start putting this in there and let it run for a little while.
All right. Welcome to Good Times.
Okay, just like I said, I'll put a little bit in there. I'm gonna go ahead and set the bike, and we just let it run for a little while. All right, so I let it warm up for 5-6 minutes. That's what the bottle called for. So we're going to get the drain plug size, and I believe that's a 17. So I'm gonna get my ratchet, and I'm gonna get my 17 right here. We're gonna go ahead and take the plug off the oh, another thing too, I got an also pad. It just kind of helps out to whenever you're draining the oil, it don't splash everywhere. And what else I'm gonna do as well, as soon as the oil finish draining, I'm gonna undo the set screw in the bottom of the carburetor, the drain screw at the bottom of the carburetor, and just let it drain all the fuel that's in there. Because what I'm gonna do is I will end up taking the carburetor off to clean it, and I want everything out of there to when I put fresh gas, and I'm gonna put a little bit of treatment in it as well. All right, remove that solid plastic that sits right here. All it is it just pulls out of these, and your set screw is gonna be, I keep saying set screw, your drain screw is gonna be right there, right at the bottom of the carburetor. Go ahead and unscrew that and just let the fuel. All right, so this is the spark plug. This is the numbers for it. It is a size 18. Go ahead and put it on one off. All right, so I just put a little bit, and I put a little bit of dielectric grease on it. A little bit could go a long way, so don't get carried away with it, because you don't need much on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and install it. All All right, so now we're gonna move the off filter cover. Now it's 3 8mm head bolts. You go ahead and pull these 3 off. Now what you want to do is just do a little bit. Pull the bottom one off first. Just loosen it. Loosen this one and then loosen this one. Slowly do it. Let some of the oil drain out because there is gonna be oil saturated. Still in there. So just kind of be careful with it. And usually I kind of hold my hand against it if it's a lot, so I can kind of control on how much comes out to where the spill isn't as bad. So let me go ahead and start breaking it loose. Coming out. Yeah, so as you see, that was a must. Now I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on that oil drain pan. All right, so let's go clean this up. This is a spring. Make sure that goes behind it. Now your new filter, so your spring sits like this, and then that goes inside the filter like that. So just make sure you put it back together right. One thing that's a must before you put your oil, you want to find out what kind of motor it is. Does it have the motor where the transmission is built internally with it, or is it the transmission and the motor built separately? This is a Foreman, so it has the wet clutch application, which takes this. You got to make sure the oil is for the wet clutch. So I just wanted to get that little update and let y'all know that if you are running a bike with a wet clutch application, make sure you use the oil for that clutch. Alright, so I pulled out the air mixture screw. That's what this little thing is. Now, whenever you are putting it in, what I did is I counted all the way in, which is 2 full rounds it was backed out. So whenever you go to put it it was running real good at that setting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it out, clean it, and I'm gonna put it back at that setting. So if you are doing this, tighten it up and see what they have it set at. Alright, the bike ran good, so I'm just kind of going roughly through the carburetor just to give it a look clean. I'm not going to go fully through it, so this is not going to be a complete breakdown of the carburetor. Alright, so each jet, just now, I went through each jet with brake cleaner. Be watchful when you're doing it. You don't want that to get in your eye. That's a no-go. Be safe, put safety glasses on if you're going to do it. So just put it up to the air hose. Now usually I had one, but it actually messed up. But I had one a rubber tip. The rubber tips are the nice ones because you can actually make them seal against. But you just want to blow through. You put it towards light and you can see through it. See, this one actually had trash in it. So what I did is I blew through it because a carburetor cleaner or brake cleaner is not going to get everything. Forced air helps out a lot. I was able to get a lot out because I couldn't see nothing through it earlier. Just barely a little bit light. Now I can see pretty decent, so that helped out.
I'm so in love with you. You got me down again. so in love with you. You got me down again. Hold up. I'm so in love with you. You got me down again.
Sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you